welcome to On the Couch. I'm Maria Valaskatsis.
And I'm Kundai Vera.
So where are we today?
We are in Belito at Marigold's Indian cuisine restaurant.
Is Indian food your favorite food?
No.
Do you like Indian food?
Yes.
Have you eaten a bunny?
Yeah. There was a time in my life where every lunch break I had a bunny. And I would try to make it different by having a different type of bunny. So I'd have like a veg bunny, then I'd have like a mutton bunny, then I'd have a chicken curry bunny.
It kind of shows.
Don't do that. I was just saying, there was a time in my life where, you know Nathaniel?
Is it still that time?
No. Me and Nathaniel don't do bunnies for lunch anymore.
All right, so today we're going to talk about the opportunities that our kids have today that we never had growing up.
The opportunities of being free of ridicule of your eating habits. Just say.
So,
My kids don't have to deal with that.
because they're tiny as compared to you.
Whatever.
All right, you know, in terms of career, there are so many possibilities today that we never had.
I think it's because we as parents have been opened up to more careers than we knew about when we were kids.
Yes. So, for instance, in your household, I'm pretty sure, in my household, you were either expected to become a doctor or a lawyer or an accountant. Those are the things you became. If you became anything else, you were a letdown to the whole family.
There's only one child who did any of those things. Out of the three of us, there's only one. My sister who's an accountant. Me and the other one, black sheep. But we knew this as kids. We knew like this one should do the right things. The rest of us, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when I think back, were we really happy as kids, forced to do what our parents...
But we were always in trouble. We never listened. So yes, I was happy.
Hey, my house you get hiding, boy. Like,
Oh, we got the hiding, but it didn't stop us. We would calculate, okay, listen, we're probably going to get a hiding for this. So let's do this. And then when we get the hiding, it's okay.
So, I mean, I can't imagine growing up and saying to my mom, I want to be a writer, you know, or a blogger, or a TV presenter, or a model, or those are hobbies, my child.
Like, because one of my passions was music, I was always told, yeah, like music people like are always on drugs. They always like, you see the stories on TV, they died from drugs and all these things.
Yeah. Were you ever told that if a boy holds your hand, this is my story, if a boy holds your hand, you're going to get pregnant? So like you'd walk and you'd be like, no, man.
No. I had the proper talk.
My parents were not right. My parents are not right at all. When I think about the technological advances that are available today, for instance, the internet, okay, I remember when I was in school, forget university, forget whatever. When I was in school, all we had was to sit in front of the teacher, and that was the only resource that we had. When I did maths, that was my resource for that 45 minutes or an hour and a half, depending on the period time. That was my access, you know. And then if I didn't understand it, I'd have to go back the next day, and if I was like confident enough, I would ask. If I felt like the other kids were going to laugh at me, I wouldn't ask. And then what will happen is that I would go behind because I didn't understand the first concept. Today we have the internet. So when you are thinking about a certain problem or you're trying to solve, you know, problem solving or things like that, you put it into the computer and the computer tells you how to do.
I mean, that's what we do with some of the stuff with homeschooling. If we don't, especially when we're doing like Afrikaans, let's put it into Google Translate.
Yeah.
I don't know what this word means. Oh, okay, that's what the sentence means.
That's how I teach Alex Afrikaans.
It's like you didn't have that when, like, Google Translate only started working when we were like in varsity. No, when we finished varsity, that's when it started working.
Do not speak to me about university, okay? Because when I was at university, there was no internet. I studied law.
So what did
Okay,
you do?
we used to get those ISBN number or whatever of that book,
For the book, yeah?
and then go into the law library, and then go and find that book, and hopefully nobody is using that book, because if somebody, then you're going to have to wait for a week or whatever. You take the book, you go through the book, you find the cases you want, then you take the book to the photocopying machine,
And then photocopy those pages.
one page at a time, and maybe you were lucky and there was no queue, or you would go nighttime because the libraries used to be open until 11. You go then and you photocopying there. Now you go to the computer, you Google the case, you Google the judgment, you Google the year, you Google the sentence, and that's it.
Do children even know what an ISBN number is?
I don't think so, because now my son's textbooks are in his iPad.
Kids don't know what an ISBN number is.
No.
Privileged.
So imagine having those resources now. I mean, then.
There's you know what I love about the internet? I love YouTube.
Today,
I didn't know how to change a tire.
Yes,
I learned how to do it on YouTube.
children, kids as young as 9 years old are making millions being YouTubers, being gamers. The other day, I was listening to the radio and I heard of a guy who's a professional FIFA gamer.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He earns 400,000 Rand to win a game.
Yeah.
I'm like, hello? And then I begged the question, I was like,
So next time you call and I say I'm playing FIFA, leave me alone.
No, so I had this conversation, with hubby, and I was like, imagine Alex coming home and saying to me, I'm not doing homework today because I have to play for 6 hours. I would pack his bags and send him straight to his yaya. Straight to his yaya.
You listen, in order to get into the tournament every week, you have to play about 40 hours of FIFA every week. Just to get into the tournament.
Yes. And I'm not saying all the kids that are playing or gamers now are going to make millions, but I mean, I didn't have that opportunity. We played Nintendo and we played on a weekend because that's what we did.
No. What you're not understanding is you don't even have to be good. If you're streaming, you can make money. You don't even have to be the best at FIFA. You just have to be conversational and entertaining to some extent. With the YouTube channel, you can make more money than the guy who is winning the tournament.
Exactly. Now, I mean, imagine, when we were growing up, the only way you could be famous is if you were on TV, on radio.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, all you need is a cell phone.
Yeah.
All you need is a cell phone and a little bit of wit, and you could be famous. There are more famous people now that are younger than 30 than there ever was before.
And richer.
And rich. I mean, now you have the Forbes under 30 richest. So, I mean, go figure. You have Kylie Jenner, who's never been to university. I don't know what she does the whole day. Literally, I don't know.
She makes money.
She makes money. We have reality stars like the Kim Kardashians, the Housewives of Durban, the Housewives of Joburg, the Housewives of Dallas, the Housewives of... I mean, we never knew these people before. And with all honesty, reality TV was never one that we would watch ever when we were growing up. We watched KTV.
True. But what's interesting though, which I was trying to make someone understand, is that there is fame and social media, but people have been rich and successful without this
Yes.
for years.
Yeah.
There are still people who know how to make money and millions of it
Traditional.
without any fame,
Yeah.
without social media. And that's the stuff I want to teach my kids.
Yes, because you know what? Social media kind of dumbs us down.
Yeah, and also it can be a double-edged sword.
Yeah. We didn't have social media, and you know what was the downfall? We don't have any evidence that we did it. So now when we tell people...
Oh, I did this. Where? Show me. Show me. Where's the
Yeah,
pictures?
okay.
Got a video?
But on that same two-edged sword, it is the downfall of our children today. Okay, so I think in terms of opportunities, our kids have so much more available. I just wish that they would take the opportunities and try it out. Schools are offering things like coding, They're offering things like Scratch Club. They're offering things like golf. I mean, if I was at school now, I would be busy 24/7. I would
There's
wanna
so
try
much to do.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And it's okay if I was bad. It's okay as long as I tried it and realized it's not for me. But out of all the opportunities that presented themselves to me, at least I found what I wanted to. And that's my advice today, is if you're a kid today,
Try everything.
don't think your life is hard. There are so many opportunities. If you are able to, try every single one. You don't have to be the best at it. You don't have to be the worst at it. But the fact that you've tried and you didn't like it, you move on to the next thing. Because I believe that there is something out there for everyone.
Yes. Just go and look for it.
I mean, years of university, and here I am doing what I love.
High five.
That's it. So that's Mama Maria's advice.
I endorse this message.
Bye.
Peace.